And bam, welcome back to Nando Talk, guys, and Aloha Friday, which is perfect because today we're talking about Tua Tagovailoa and the fact that once again we have to shoot down trade rumors, this time about Jimmy Garoppolo, which we are not doing. We're sticking with QB1. We already had to deal with something like this last season with all those Deshaun Watson distractions. Thank God we didn't make the move for him and we stuck with Tua because you're seeing what's happening with the Browns now and what they have to deal with the potential Watson suspension. Now, it's not the same situation, but I am not dealing for Jimmy Garoppolo. I know that there are some points that make sense. Yes, the San Francisco 49ers should move on from Jimmy G and start the Trey Lance era. There's a reason they drafted him 3rd overall. He's got the potential, whatever. And if they think he's their guy, might as well fire him away and see what he's got. So they should trade Jimmy Garoppolo. And I get it that Mike McDaniel came from San Francisco, so maybe he might be linked to Jimmy G. But don't you think that they would have done this move a lot sooner if Mike McDaniel actually liked Jimmy Garoppolo? No. He's been a Tua guy this entire time. He's talked him up. He's ready to produce in this offense. You know, it makes no sense to trade for Jimmy Garoppolo right now, mid-preseason, about to start training camp. There's just no time to adjust. We're here to start with QB1. Stop with these stupid, silly rumors. We saw how dangerous they were for the team last year, simply causing a distraction over distraction, and we started the season off horribly. You know, once the trade deadline ends, coincidentally, that's when our glorious 7-game win streak starts off, and it starts off beautifully, and I'm so excited to keep seeing that forward progression of this team. The team that's going to keep rallying and keep growing under our 3rd-year quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. You know, so get with the times, get used to it. Stop peddling these dumb little narratives. You know, this time the Dolphins are going to make this move for a QB. This time the Dolphins are going to say that for Tua. This time the Dolphins aren't confident. If they were this much doubts about Tua, if there was this much desire for a different starting quarterback, don't you think the Dolphins would have spent this entire offseason, which we have been beyond active, much more active than we have been in recent memory, you know, signing players like Armstead, trading for Hill, you know, we're getting top to bottom. We've been reworking this roster on the offensive side. You know, we work to maintain our pieces on defense. Don't you think we would have focused on quarterback if we actually wanted to make a move? I'm sick and tired of every time something being linked to possibly Tua being no longer this quarterback and just moving on. I get it. You know, there's a lot of uncertainty behind Tua. I'm not saying he's this glorious savior, this guy that's going to automatically rally us to the playoffs. But the chances are he might be, and I'm willing to take that chance because this is a young quarterback. Again, we've got to say the same stuff, that he's young. He's turning 24 for the start of the season. He's oozing with potential. We saw it at Alabama. We've seen it in flashes in the NFL in years 1 and year 2 when he's had time in the pocket, which he now will have because he won't have the 32nd ranked offensive line. He'll have an actually competent unit, which has added great players and young like Armstead and Connor Williams, and has young players like Robert Hunt, who's going to keep developing, and hopefully our young guards like Kinley are going to work, and Austin Jackson are going to grow, and Eichenberg are going to solidify and figure out that right tackle spot. But whatever. The point is the O-line is better. The running game is finally competent. We've brought in a trio of guys in Mostert, Sony Michel, and Edmonds to alleviate this pressure off of Tua. We've given him beautiful weapons, and he's not throwing to Isaiah Ford and Mac Hollins anymore. You know, he obviously still keeps Waddle, but now he has Tyreek Hill as well, Cedric Wilson. They're going to open up things more for Waddle and for Mike Gesicki. Like, this is a whole new team, and I'm sick and tired of having to keep I'm excited for this offense. I'm excited to see what QB1 does with Mike McDaniel. I'm excited to see what Tua does in year 3, you know, with a cheap deal. And hopefully that means by year 4, we can just keep growing this offense because our QB will still be on that cheap deal and Tua will be continuing to grow and will be an actual force to be reckoned with in the NFL. And there's a chance we can even be that force this year if he puts it all together. Because like we've been saying, this is the best offensive unit. This is the best scheme, the best fit, the best scenario that Tua has had, whatever the word you want to use, the best everything for Tua that he's had in his entire NFL. The best health, the best situation. Like, you can keep going on and on. Tua's year 3, put up or nut up, put up or shut up, whatever you want to call it. I get riled up, and it's frustrating because this is a guy who's done nothing but work and nothing but grind for this team. And as fans, we should be able to respect and support that. This isn't a situation where it's a player like Johnny Manziel who's just messing around and he doesn't care and he's not dedicating his craft. This isn't a situation where we're rocking with like a 5th round quarterback who just doesn't have the skill and has never had the skill. This isn't the situation of a 1-year player in college who balled out for like 10 games and now is just not showing in the NFL. This is a trusted and proven commodity in Tua Tagovailoa who just had an unfortunate offensive situation, a situation where there was no trust, there was no support for him, a situation where he was still dealing with health, and now he's healthy, now he's ready to attack, and we just got to deal with it for year 3. And this goes forward with so many players. Austin Jackson as well in year 3. Noah Monogany in year 3. You know, we've got so much young talent on this team that we have to continue to develop, and it's just so frustrating to see Dolphins fans write players off, any player off, after 1 or 2 years, you know. People take time to develop. People take time to grow, you know, and it's just ridiculous to just say, oh, these players are bust and just toss them aside. Guys, they're dedicating their craft. They're ready to go. It's a new system, new culture, new year. Have a new mentality. Have a fresh sense of hope. This is a team that's going to ball out. This is a team that's going to make some plays. This is a team that's going to make the playoffs. And I'm all excited for all of us as Dolphins fans because all of us get to enjoy that success. Whether you believe in it right now or not, thankfully we will all be able to enjoy it and we will all be able to freaking scream the top of our lungs when we finally end this little drought, make it to the playoffs, rally around this team, and have just an amazing season for the books. It's 50 years since the perfect season, and it's time to have a good one. It's time to have a great one for the boys, for the record books, and I'm excited to see what the Dolphins can do. I hope you guys get pumped up too. Let me know in the comments what you want to see for this Dolphins team, how we can continue to keep being positive, keep supporting these Dolphins, and just getting behind them, getting to rally. Fins up, guys. That's all that matters. Fins up, fins up, fins up. Support your fellow Dolphins. Keep being positive. Keep being together. And most importantly, like, comment, and subscribe to Nando Talk because I'm here to keep bringing those positive vibes. Thanks for tuning in. Let me know what further videos you want to talk about because if not, I'll just keep rambling. Bada bing, bada boom. Thanks for tuning in. And hey, I'll see you guys at the open training camps. There we go.